I pressed the wrong button. What a great start. We are here. You're listening to XRP Radio. I love it when we get a bad start to a live stream. It just proves that we're not the BBC. And I am here with Beat Bakery plus featured artist Michellle, I guess. Hello, how are you all doing?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
We're good.
Good, and you
We're
too.
good.
That was better than last time, anyway.
Surprisingly
And there's
coordinated.
more of you. So Mike and Hypnotist are the Beat Bakery. Michellle, a featured artist with the Beat Bakery on their latest track. Let's go for the obvious. For those that don't know, why are you called the Beat Bakery, Mike?
So, in a nutshell, I used to spend many early hours getting my ass up and going and doing some baking. Spent 15 years training to be a master baker, and then alongside my love of music, I met a hypnotist on our master's degree at Tileyard. We started making awesome dance beats, and I said to him one day, "Why don't we call ourselves Beat Bakery? I bake, we make beats, combine the two."
Happy days. Question that I've never asked, I've realised. Why are you called Hypnotist?
Oh, okay. I like to hypnotize the people who listen to my music and uplift them. So when they listen to my music, they're getting healing without even realizing it. And that's kind of what hypnotists actually do. They subconsciously influence people. So I wanted my music to subconsciously heal them and make them feel joy.
I like it. Love it. Love it. And Michellle, why are you called Michellle?
That's a difficult one. I actually don't know. No. I think it was, well, my mum said, we both just like the name. My dad said it was the name of one of my ex-girlfriends. So there you go.
Oh. Not impressed.
Her anymore.
Why?
Yeah.
Moving swiftly onwards. And I know how Mike and Hypnotist met. Obviously, how do you guys get with Michellle? What was the idea that one day we need to make a track together?
So we met during the lockdown times, those dark days, on a Zoom A&R session that Tileyard were hosting. And I can't remember which way around it was. I either heard Michelle's voice or she heard our track. And we started messaging each other on the Insta chat on Zoom and arranged to have a session a few days later and just went from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. Okay. Very cool. So,
though, isn't it? Like everyone just sort of chats to each other, and if you hear music that someone else has created and you think, oh yeah, I really like that vibe, then it is great that you can just do that, really. And yeah, that was the start.
And I really loved Michelle's voice on the track, and we've just been writing together ever since. And then we met in person for the first time. It wasn't awkward or anything. It was just like, here we are. Let's get on it.
Yeah, it's a good free-flowing vibe between us all.
Yeah, it's true.
I think one positive that did come from the pandemic was people getting a little bit more comfortable in doing that. And I know it sounds more dangerous when you say it. What I'm about to say, meeting strangers from the internet online.
It sounds like another song.
Definitely, that could be the next one.
But it's definitely good to see more people kind of collaborating and using the internet to meet new people creatively in a less than seedy and odd manner. I thought before we play your latest track, we'll get the listeners on ears on the last track that you sent me. So would you like to give the listeners a short description of that from your point of view, Mike?
Okay, so yeah, Got You was an uplifting song about meeting that one person who finally made your life awesome and the journey along the way. Hypnotist, do you want to add anything quick?
It was based actually on a relationship I had, and it was how the people in this relationship and all other relationships support each other and uplift each other. And that phrase that everyone says, "I got you," is what I was trying to encapsulate in that song.
Excellent.
Oh, we were, all of us, not just me, sorry.
Yeah. No, excellent. This is Beat Bakery featuring Belusi in this instance. Got you. Just a reminder for everyone that may be watching on our social media feeds on Twitch and YouTube and whatever, because those social media don't like us playing music for some reason. We talk over the track and it's a bit more of a green room. If you want to hear the tracks in their complete uninterrupted glory, go check out xrpradio.co.uk or any of our radio feeds, such as Ask Alexa to play XRP Radio, and hopefully that's played in someone's house out there. Just me saying that. Hey Alexa, play XRP Radio. Free radio hits. Here we go. This is Beat Bakery. Got you. Also, yeah, if you know anyone that's got an Alexa, just tell it to play XRP Radio once. It's great for our numbers.
Definitely.
Just get
people traffic towards your platform, you know.
It's just that because when you on Alexa, you have to download a shortcut, and the more downloads we get of that shortcut, the higher it happens. You know, the better in the independent radio list we are. The same with, you know, iTunes streams or Spotify streams for you guys. So.
Oh, that's great. Well, we'd love to help you back, so please.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I don't have an Alexa, but my 8-year-old nephew does, so I'll get him on the case.
Yeah.
Perfect. Probably uninstall it afterwards because I wouldn't want my 8-year-old nephew listening to me.
But you're entertaining, Tiz.
I've
I learn a lot.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
I love it.
This was a great track, though.
Thank
Not
you.
to talk over it too much.
Yeah. And we had great fun writing and recording this one, as we do with all our tracks.
It is great to see, and even just seeing your chemistry with Michellle as well. Everything's so upbeat and natural and happy and comfortable.
Oh, no, definitely.
We want people to feel nice and sort of tied in with my artist. I like to make people feel uplifted, and I think all three of us agree on that point. So
Yeah, and just gel and just be natural with each other.
Yeah, it's good. Kat will probably nod her head in a minute. I had an interview this week that was slightly more awkward. It was just so uncomfortable.
oh, sorry to hear that. Ever good, right?
Just one of those where everyone's on there and like, no, like I just didn't even know what to question them about. It was difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't need that.
Did you enjoy writing your music? Yes.
Oh,
Where's the rest of it? Where's the
Background.
explanation?
You need a bit of banter.
Here we go. Anyway, that was Got You from Beat Bakery. Being naughty in the green room there, actually, realistically. I shouldn't speak like that. But it's good to have good interviewees on radio.
Oh, thank you. We try.
We always love being on your show, Tiz.
Right.
Yeah, always enjoy the banter on the show.
It's always good fun. Right, we've got a new track from you, and this is why you're here and what it's about. So, I guess just tell me about it. I'll tell you what. There's quite a funny story from our side already on this track, because we have a sequence of tracks called Boxes. This isn't the first track that we've ever had called Boxes. Which
we thought we were so original.
I'm sorry. That wasn't meant to be. This in our eyes is a good thing.
Okay.
Now, when I first moved here, and specifically to this studio, obviously I bought a large amount of new items, furniture and stuff like that, as you do with a house. And the majority of this came from Amazon. Now, Amazon had this horrific habit somehow of always delivering everything during a show.
Oh my god.
Every time, right in the middle of a show.
No.
Now, so I instantly started going to tracks that were named Boxes so I could play them whilst I go and grab the boxes. Funny enough, I got trapped in the studio one day because I've had to ram and grab all the boxes into the studio. got in the studio, closed the door, didn't think anything of it, finished off the show, opened the door, there was no way out of the studio.
Oh, no.
So Boxes has got a good start as a name on XRP Radio. But enough of my weird story and monologue.
That's good.
I'm sure it means something quite different to you guys. So lyrically, tell me about it.
Michellle, what was the line you used earlier?
Well, I think a lot of Boxes came from sort of my personal experience of dating, and it's tough. And I can't remember what exact word we were talking about this earlier.
Grueling.
But it's
Grueling.
grueling. That is the word. Grueling dating. This, the whole dating game. So but when you get to the point where you just suddenly out of nowhere meet someone, you're like ready to give up, or you're like, oh my God, I don't think I can do another online date or whatever. And then you meet someone and you're like, it's just like natural, easy, don't seem to be any games being played, kind of consistently in contact. It's not asking a lot, but actually when it happens, you're like, oh my God. And then you start to get to know that person. So yeah, it's about getting to know someone where you're finally like, wow, like there's all this stuff that's just fitting into place. You're ticking all the boxes. So yeah, and obviously we all wrote it, the three of us together, and it was everyone was sort of pouring in their own ideas, and yeah, it was good.
Okay, very cool. And musically, what are we looking to experience from the beat makers?
Same uplifting kind of vibe. We went for the sort of deep house, piano house vibe on this song. Slightly different to Got You. More bright, sort of poppy sound, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Very catchy and hooky again. We love to drench every song with hooks. I have a saying, you can never have enough hooks, and I'm always saying we need more hooks.
More hooks, more hooks, more hooks.
Yeah.
And it's got great vocal harmonies in the last chorus as well.
Yeah, Michellle did some fantastic ad-libs, and
I saw someone actually the other day, and they were putting their song over like famous scenes of films and stuff. And I think, if I was trying to think about, oh gosh, what would our song go over? And I was like, basically any of those like dating shows where, Love is Blind, love that show. I'm ashamed to admit it, but only kind of ashamed. Yeah, you're with me, Kat. Yeah, so Love is Blind. And I thought every time they're like, oh, I'm ready to propose, this song could be there.
That's actually really good.
That's really good. I've never made that connection. Boxes could be like a ring box.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I like it. You should get on the sync licensing. Get on them.
Definitely.
We were talking about this earlier. We were talking about using it for a Christmas ad with Christmas presents, like all the boxes under the tree kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, not to, because I am not a Christmas person. However,
He hates Christmas.
I'm not. But that is one of the songs where, if we're being honest, if you just layered some jingle bells over it, did the video with presents wrapping sorted, you'd be onto a winner for this year's.
Maybe we should try that.
Yeah, let's do it, definitely. I mean, we can make mince pies. That will help.
Yeah.
I hate to give you this idea, but it would probably be very good for you to do that.
We'll do a Christmas remix.
Christmas remix. Let's do it.
Good call.
Love it.
There's a great remix that Parallax Faction did of one of their songs, which is a lot more smutty than this, to be fair. But they just changed a couple of the lyrics, made it a bit more Christmassy, and then they got kind of friends and other bands or other acts that they've played with and loads of different, just to do like little feature. All they did was like they read out what was it? The way they did it, they read out like Christmas innuendos, like let's go listen to the old Queen's Peach and that kind of stuff. Which was
It's funny you should say that. Michelle's boyfriend, shout out to Chris, who did all our video work for Boxes.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Sent us a list of bakery puns earlier today.
Oh, wonderful. I mean, we'll play the track whilst it's still fresh in the minds. But I think we need some bakery puns.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Here we go then. Without further ado, this is Boxes featuring Michellle by The Beat Bakery.
Open my eyes and check my phone. I can't wait to see your message. Every reply just goes to show you're not trying to keep me guessing. I felt so jaded by the games people play. Oh, oh, oh. You came along and made me feel some type of way. You're ticking all my boxes, ticking all my boxes.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, you could do Jingle Bells with this so easily.
Yeah.
Oh, you convinced? Brilliant.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Which, coming from him, he is. I love you, Tiz, but he's a Scrooge.
I don't do Christmas.
Hates Christmas.
I really
Yeah.
just. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tiz. You're not alone.
Oh, it's good
He
to
also
know.
hates his birthday, though.
I don't. I've got a thing with forced celebration. It's proper like internal OCD thing that is unfortunately forced on those around me. But like when it's like when I haven't seen anyone for like a whole year, and then all of a sudden they all come up to basically is an excuse to get drunk. Like just makes me feel awkward inside myself. So I'd rather them just come on any other day. If you want to come see me, come see me. Don't bother me. But yeah, so I don't have birthday presents or any. I don't know. But anyway, enough about me. This is all about get me into moaning about Christmas. But to be fair, because this is such a summer tune, you'd actually smash it, switching it round. You get hard plays for the summer festivals, and then switch it up to a Christmas one. You got an all day long tune here, all year
Christmas
long tune.
rave.
Here. Yeah.
Christmas rave. Let's do
For
it.
every season. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ticking all my boxes, ticking all my boxes.
Are you guys all still local that you could play together, or you guys just do it online?
Yeah, we're all London based.
Yeah. London is difficult to like travel across, but we can definitely get to each other.
Yeah,
We've got our first gig coming up, haven't we?
we
Yeah.
do. My mind.
Boxes, Beat Bakery, featuring Michellle Suzanne, and they're all still here. The Beat Bakery, repeat offenders of XRP Radio, and somehow we haven't managed to offend them enough to stop them from coming back.
Yeah. No, we love being here, Tiz.
Yeah, it's
You
always
couldn't
great
offend
fun.
us. Yeah.
It is. And great song there. I
you.
tell you what, that little that crisp drop where you just dropped into that kind of bubbly bass, I was
Yeah.
not expecting that, but that works so well.
Yeah, we like that style.
Yeah, we
Thank
really
you.
do.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Gotta love that buttery biscuit base.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's a baking pun.
Get the baking puns in there.
I mean, to be fair, you did mention some baking puns, and I have a feeling that Ainsley Harriott will be the reason for a large amount of them.
Definitely.
So just as that track finished, you mentioned that you had your first gig coming up soon. So enlighten me.
All right, so our first gig is on the 14th of June at Box Park in Shoreditch from 6 p.m. onwards, in alignment with Upgrade Entertainment.
Okay.
And we're just
That's the track being called Boxes, and you're going to Box Park seems too perfectly put together.
Tell me
It really
about
does, doesn't
it.
it?
Oh, it definitely does.
We need to do a tour of all the box parks. That's
Yeah.
what we need to do with
There's
this
one
song.
down the road from me in Croydon.
We should
Yeah.
hit them up and be like, do you want to sync license our song?
Bit of advertising for you there.
You know, a few $100,000 will be fine.
I mean, yeah, come on. The potential here, you could get onto FedEx, the Royal Mail as well, you know.
Didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
Wow, Shiz, you're
Hermes.
really opening our minds here.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do it, definitely. Amazon should take it. The amount of boxes they send me for tiny products that should not really be in a big box that big, but it's fine.
Well, really, actually, Hinge should take it because that's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
met my boyfriend on
Okay.
Hinge.
Oh,
Nice.
And
I
it's
mean,
about so
there
much
you
fun,
go.
isn't it?
Matt, in that case, Matt should also take it because that's where I met my fiance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Online
mad.
dating, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's where the track really comes from, is from the experiences
Yeah,
of online
exactly.
dating.
Really seeing the inspiration of the track there.
So, you did mention you've got a gig, but my interest, because the past few tracks that you've come to have been with featured artists. Are we going to see a lot of your featured artists at this gig?
Yeah, Michelle is
gonna be
coming
with
to join
Michelle.
us. Yeah, Michelle's coming down to join us.
That's good. That's awesome to hear. How do you work with? Are you going to be playing with the other featured artists? How do you take that to the stage? Just take the samples with you.
Yeah, we haven't really figured it out yet, but we have lots of songs we're working on with Michellle, so we're going to build quite a nice set with Michellle.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
excellent. Okay.
Maybe incorporate the other songs.
Yeah,
Okay,
we've got
that
three
sounds
or four more coming out later this year with Michelle.
Yeah, we've been working hard.
We have.
Busy. Is it going? This sounds like it's going to eventually not be a featuring Michellle.
I know she's just weaseling her way in.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
I'm not sure how we work that out in terms of the name. Beat Bakery. I don't know. You'd need like.
And
beat-
Probably
Box
have to
in
form
there.
a new band, yeah.
who knows?
Ooh.
Box
That's
Called ourselves the hot cross buns or the cherry
Yeah.
or the cherry on top or something like that.
Oh, that's good. That's
Love
good.
Love it. Yeah, no, it's been good fun, hasn't it? Writing together. I think we're all
Yeah.
quite like enjoying the vibes. So we're gonna keep riding the wave.
Oh, definitely.
Excellent.
We
No,
find it
that's-
really easy to work with Michellle, and everything's really free flowing. You know,
And if
everyone's-
things aren't free flowing, then Hypnotist will be the first to tell us why. And it's
I have heard this.
retrograde.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh yeah. Oh
Is it-
yeah, of course.
Yeah, and we all share a massive love of astrology and all things spiritual.
yeah.
And the second it's Mercury retrograde, or if like Sagittarius season, Hypnotist is the first one to be like, Mike, it's your season. Go write some music. Go.
Make that fire starter.
Yeah.
Whereas me
I
and
like
Brody are both Taurians, so we're just like feet up, just relax. Just don't take
I do like to chill, yeah.
Yeah.
There's me just like, let's go, guys, let's go. Here's a new song. Like,
Yeah.
I can't sit still. I find it very hard to switch off. I've always got to be doing something.
We do like to create a lot. You know, with Michellle, it's just been so good. We've accelerated our creation so much.
Yeah, I mean, Boxes start to finish, I think, took, I don't know, 3 sessions to write, and then we spent 2 days smashing out the vocals.
Yeah, and I
That's
remember
impressive.
Wow.
I showed it to a couple of people, and often they're quite critical, and they're like, I think you need to look at that, and I'd look at that. You know, you just do that in music. Just people you really respect sometimes. And I remember getting it back and being like, oh, they don't really think there's anything we need to change. Oh my God, this is amazing. So it was
Oh wow!
this.
I mean, yeah, very very lucky that the lads have stumbled upon a singer that can do that. I don't remember the last time I've been in the studio with any singer and you not having to very carefully beat around the bush on the fact that they need to redo that take because it's...
Oh no! Well, I'm not claiming there was no redo. That would be a lie. I mean, in terms of the like creation of the song, like
Okay.
we
Yeah.
did a lot of time in the studio, I think, didn't we? Because we wanted it to
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
perfect.
really good. Yeah, perfect.
Michelle, yeah.
Yeah.
And Michelle's a great vocalist.
Oh, well,
And,
thank you.
and
man.
Hypnotist is a really great melodic writer. Well, we all are, especially you two when you get together, because they're both classically trained on piano. But when they get together and start writing their melodies, Hypnotist just has this way of giving all amazing direction. And then Michelle just, it's weird. Like we just say, can you just do this? And without thinking, it just appears.
Michellle definitely recorded faster than a lot of other singers, and like not just fast to get it done, fast with perfection.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so that was probably why. I'd be like, no, we're doing it again. You'd be like, I think it's okay. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We love that. We love that.
Yeah, we love that. 45 takes later.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's funny.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
thought,
fine. No,
God,
honestly, it's fine.
I just think how, when you start comparing yourself, obviously they say like comparison is the thief of joy, and like you shouldn't do it. But it was interesting. I watched a documentary, and it was Billie Eilish and Phineas, and it was like one of her tracks, Ocean Eyes or something, and like 50 different takes. They've like
84.
It made me feel better. So
Yeah. Yours weren't like that. Even you didn't do
yours
that
weren't
many
like that.
separations.
No.
But you've got to go for what sounds great, haven't you? And that is
yeah, and we're big believers in that, and we call it, in the production world, we're calling it getting it right at source. And Michelle's so good at delivering that kind of vocal, the exact vocal we're looking for. We barely have to do anything to the track.
Yeah.
Very kind of you to say.
It's great to see it, and it really shone through that track, because I find quite often in electronica vocals get just saturated with effects and correction and compression and stuff like that. It's nice to have a more honest vocal back in dance music, back in electronica. You don't hear that anymore, even with good vocalists as well. There's a tendency for them to just be slathered in over slathered in effects anyway.
A lot of auto tune these days.
So
much auto tune, so much. Well, I wouldn't call it unnecessary stuff. Just maybe a little bit overproduced at times, where it does just take it back to basic. All you need is a decent mic, a little bit of compression, a little bit of reverb, a little bit of our secret ingredients thrown in, and we're good to go.
I think that was, from a producer's angle, that was the nicest thing to hear, both in the track and hear you say, on an electro track, vocals. You said a phrase that people get confused at: a tiny bit of compression.
Yeah, tiny. Most people will think, right, let's get the vocal, slam it straight through that compressor, slam it straight through a DSR. No. Just it's. I know with the beat bakery, I always go back to baking analogies because it's how I see life. It's like you got a cake mix, right? If you throw in too much sugar in that mix, it's gonna be too sweet and it's gonna ruin the cake. You just do it gradually till it just gets just right. Then it's fine and it's happy. Because once that cake's baked, no matter what you do, you can't change it. It's done. It's ready to go. And that's what we always try and aim for with our vocal, with all our production, from vocals to a bass line to whatever. Get it as best sounding we can with the right amount of stuff. That why use extra stuff just for the sake of using it? And like my biggest influences, and so is hypnotists, is like people like David Guetta, Tiesto, Pendulum, and Prodigy. And at the time they were making their music in the early days, they were just working with what they had. They couldn't send all that stuff to a million different compressors. They had to just work with what they had and manipulate the gear they were using. To just deliver that awesome sound.
I can't really obviously contribute to that because I don't know much about production, but I would say good things come to those who bake.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to get it there.
That's really good.
I love it.
Love it.
Excellent. Whilst we've got you, Michellle, as I've never spoke to you before, do you do anything from a solo perspective? Do you have any of your own music? And tell us a little bit about it, where we can find it. Whilst we've got you.
Do. I've got a bit of a solo artist project going on. I've released 2 tracks before this one. They're both on Spotify, and they're kind of pop. They're pop genre, I would say. This is probably more dancey than the other 2, but one of the other 2 is pretty dance oriented as well. And that's called London to Ibiza. And yeah, my debut track was called Do Better, and that was more of a kind of mellow pop song. So yeah, I think I'm still kind of enjoying finding my sound, as people call it, and kind of like working with great people like the Beat Bakery.
Thank you.
So it's just so much fun, and it does help to bring out my creativity in a different way. So I like doing it. And yeah, I also write with others and as a songwriter for their artist projects. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing for a few years now.
Cool. Good to know. Good to know. And we'll have to drag you back on with some of your own original tracks as well.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to come back. Yeah.
If I'd have thought, I'd have got the lads to sort it out. Come on your toes, lads. But bring on a singer. Don't bring a music as well. Come on. This ain't your first rodeo.
I'm so tired. I've been in the hospital the last 2 days. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Favorite.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah, you get the sob story now. It's not
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just my foot is still not quite healed. I have to go back.
Oh,
on
of course,
Wednesday.
yes.
So
Yeah.
the next episode will be discovered on Wednesday.
You wouldn't know it from the videos that we were recording for our single release, though. I mean, Hypnotist all over the shop with those feet, you know,
Jumping
I was
all
going
around
to
the
say,
place,
jumping all over the place.
moshing out with the guitar and everything. You know, you wouldn't
Wondering
have...
what did your ankle in again?
A few of my friends said that to me. They mentioned that, and I said to them, the doctor told me to stimulate blood flow there, so I was just following his advice.
Well done.
Love it.
Oh, brilliant. Right, guys. I did say, it's only a quick interview. We've only got one track, but as per usual, we speak out, so I am going to have to start wrapping things up so I can get on to the next segment of the show. As per always, you know what I'm going to do. You have... I'm going to shorten it down because, you know what? You seem to struggle with a minute sometimes. You got 30 seconds each to say whatever you want to the audience. This can be, hi mom, it can be your political alignment. But what I would say is this is the last thing that you're going to say and will dictate whether you'll be invited back officially or not. Without further ado, Mike, this is your 30 seconds starting from... I'm just waiting for it to go to the top of the... now, there you go.
All right, hi, it's Mike from the Beat Bakery. Find us on the socials at Beat Bakery UK. Find Michellle at Michellle_Suzanne_music on all our socials. We want to say a massive shout out to Chris for doing all the photography and all the filming for Boxes. We want to shout out to Nikki for coming out and helping us on set. And thank you to all our fans, friends, and everyone who supported. Shout out to the remixers for doing their amazing job on remixing Boxes. And catch us all out on the socials. And thanks to Tiz for having us on XRP.
Yep. Oh, I was about to cut you off when you were thanking me. Now, the worst thing for you, Per, now is like Mike took all of the good content.
Tell me about it.
He even took your Facebook page.
What am I meant to do? He's so good to me.
So this is going to be fun. Do I make it even? I'm going to make it even worse for the newbie. Hypnotist, your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone who's been involved in the track. As Mike mentioned, everyone who helped us film, everyone who shared it on social media. We've had an amazing community of people we've just discovered, and they're all supporting us. We're supporting them back. We're getting onto loads of playlists. We're getting onto loads of radio shows. We're getting onto loads of blogs. It's really nice to be getting attention. And thank you for everyone who's contributing. We really couldn't do this without you.
That's it. Good timing. Good timing. Now, Michellle, I mean, you could just tell us what your favourite flavour of ice cream is now. They've took all the good answers, but I have to give everyone their 30 seconds, and yours starts now.
So, yeah, I guess I'd say today I had a lovely day in the park. The weather was nice. So, thank you, everyone who has been streaming the song. It's been incredible. We're so pleased with the way that it's been received. Our gig is on the 14th of June, 6 p.m. onwards, Shoreditch Box Park. Please get yourselves down there if you're in London. It'll be really good to see people down there. And yeah, it's been a pleasure being on the show, Tiz. Thanks for having us all. I'd love to come back and do it again. And yeah, just enjoy what's left of the weekend to all your listeners.
Lovely. Thank you very much, guys. Good. Yeah, as always, you're all invited back. Michellle, seriously, grab me on Facebook or whatever, and we'll get you on play your tunes, because I feel you hear we didn't play your music. I feel bad. It's not right. But we'll get you back, and obviously, when you drop a track, we'll do this. It's a thing now. This is now our thing. So basically, you only
thanks,
see
man.
me as much as you release music. So in my eyes now, the amount of music you'll create is directly responsible for your kind of proof of friendship, as it were.
Don't worry, we've
Don't
got
worry.
it taken care of.
We've got Millie in the bag. We've got 2024 almost locked and loaded.
Really? Well, that's impressive, to be fair.
I don't even have this week figured out.
I'm with you, Kat. That's my vibes. Yeah.
Excellent. Right, guys. Well, I'm going to press that button to close it off. I've got Bespoke coming up after the next track that I'm going to play. So bear with me whilst I press loads of money. Buttons. I don't have loads of money. I'm skint. How did I mistake the word money for buttons?
Maybe it's a button that prints money. That'd be good.
That would be nice. Right. See you later, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, man.